in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy everybody. Welcome to HT's EDC, coming at you from the back patio this morning. Hope everybody's weekend is off to a stellar start. We have bluebird skies here starting out in the stone, and the birds are chirping. The sun's just about to peek up probably over the housetop and start hitting me on this side of the face, as you'll see in the video. But it does it every day. I know that to either get out here a little earlier, or I'm gonna have to fight the sun. But hey, it'll be okay. Anyway, went over to the friend's house, friend/family last night. Had a steak dinner and smoked a cigar on the back porch. Good times, good fellowship. Nothing too big planned today. I don't know what we might get into, but I do know this, 6 p.m. tonight, what I'll be doing, and that will be a live show. We are going live tonight, and when I say we, I mean really Miss Shelley, because Miss Shelley is running the show tonight on our live. We are going to be going over some of her recent hauls from Whatnot. She's bought a few knives. Yeah, just gonna go over part of her collection again. Maybe a part 3, if you will, part 3 of her recent collection, and we're gonna do it live, and I'm gonna sit back and only interject when I need to. So ought to be fun. She'll do a Q&A. You can ask her questions, and she'll try to answer it, and the ones she can't answer, she may defer off to me for a little help. But anyway, tonight's Shelley show. As you can see, little Maddie over there running around and exploring over by the old Kawasaki mule. But anyway, it is Saturday, and Saturday Stagger Day around here, and I said, hey, how about we got a small one today, so we're going to title this one A Little Stag and a Little Stogie. So before we get into that, we're going to do a quick what you totin'. Wetting the whistle today is what is my guilty pleasure of choice right now. I think this is the best sugar drink, that is absolutely probably terrible for me, but my guilty pleasure right now, which is IBC cherry limeade, made with real cane sugar. Yes, sir. If you're gonna do it, you might as well get the real thing, and ain't nothing better than good old cane sugar. But we splurged and bought a 4-pack, and that's what we're sipping this morning. Anyway, let's get into our tote, and we are carrying our little Jesus with his red sash. Everybody needs a little Jesus in their pocket, in their heart, number one. But this guy goes in my pocket. Alongside, we have the Holy Land Pocket Cross, courtesy of Brother Dwayne Clark. Truck fob for the old Nissan Titan. And we have the Streamlight Micro Stream rechargeable flashlight. Same OpenSea leather wallet, which, as you can see by that print, houses my full armor of God challenge coin. Pretty cool. And okay, you guys got to let me know, do I get a break for this or did I blow it? So I have been doing my Richter challenge, and this would be, I think, day 6 or day 7 of the Richter challenge, where I have my choice was my new Stag clasp knife, and I have carried this for the last 6 or 7 days. Well, that knife is currently under modification. We won't say any more than that right now. We are doing a little mod to that knife, and for those reasons, it ain't out here right now. So you guys let me know in the comments. I don't have another knife in my pocket. I haven't left home yet. If I do leave home, I will have a knife in my pocket, and if that mod is not done, I will come on here tomorrow or tonight and shamefully say I failed. As of right now, I haven't left the house. I don't have another knife in my pocket. I would think I'm still, the ticker's still ticking. I'm still good. But if not, if I didn't show it this morning, if I didn't have it in my pocket when I came on here, you guys let me know in the comments, and I'll just have to start. I'll try again, or I won't. But I failed. And like I said, if it's not ready by the time I leave, if I leave home, I never leave home without a pocket knife. And if it is not ready to go and I need to leave home, I will come on here and man up and say I flunked. So there is that. No knife currently in the pocket. But we want to get it back in there as soon as we can. So, I said the title of the show is a little stag and a little stogie. And for my stogie, I said it would be little. This is my, what is it called? Santo Domingo handmade in Dominican Republic cigar. Well, actually they are cigarillos, little cigarillos. About a 6-inch job and very small diameter, little guys. So I even brought out 2 of them because this won't go very long. These will burn up pretty quick. Typically when I go to run in my mouth, they go out on me anyway. But I'll probably smoke these little 2 while I sit out here and enjoy the morning and my IBC root beer. So anyway, and as far as quality or what have you, I have no idea. These were basically a novelty. These came in a 10-pack when I was at the Dominican Republic in one of those shops there. It says handmade. It does. I don't know if you could see that, but you can see the leaf. It does kind of look like that's a hand-rolled little cigarilla. I don't know. Don't know what to expect, but little stag and little stogie, we're gonna try it. And off we go. Not a bad first couple of puffs. Nothing offensive. Kind of has, I'm drinking the wrong drink with this. Kind of has, to me, a little coffee note to it. I'm getting like a kind of dark chocolate / cocoa flavor on this thing. Probably be a good little breakfast or / dessert smoke. But anyway, it'll probably go out in about 2 minutes once I get to talking. So there is that. Okay, I said a little stag and a little stogie. Well, we got the little stogie going, and my little stag today is going to be this guy. It is a vintage Russlock. And I know right now people are Some people just ran for the hills. A Russlock. Very, very polarizing, arguably the most polarizing model that Case has ever done is a Russlock. When they first came out, I will be honest, I kind of drank the Kool-Aid. If you know them, has the little flipper tab, the little, whatever you want to call it, turkey spur at the top. For an opening mechanism, and some people absolutely hate that, can't get past that, and I would say I understand. Nothing else nothing else in Case's lineup looks like a Russlock. They came out in 2000. Let me back up. I told you I drank the Kool-Aid. In the early 2000s, I probably had 3 or 4. My hat ain't looking right, is it? There we go. Look, it was looking all cattywampus. I see it in the camera. There you go. Got the bill straightened out. The Russlock came out in 2000 to commemorate J. Russell Case, one of the founding brothers of Case Knives. And anyway, when they came out, there's 2 different blade shapes. There's one drop point that is kind of a little rarer, if you will. They don't make a whole lot in the drop point, but as you'll see here, the clip point is kind of the universal blade shape that it comes out in, and it's a real funky clip point. We'll get to it in a minute. But when they first came out, I thought it was the coolest thing since sliced bread. I just, it don't look like anything else. Don't look like, Trapper, Stockman, it drove in a lane all of its own, and I kind of bought into it. Well, I kind of grew out of it. Once I got a few, I sold them, traded them, what have you. I haven't had a Russlock in my collection in probably close to a decade after they first came out. I guess I kind of got over them, but the opportunity arose to get in this knife. And like I said, they came out in 2000, and when they did, they came out and to really, blow it away, knock it out of the park. They chose Stag as a 2000 cover for their first model. They ran some in Stag and Russlock vintage Stag, and this one shows 3/11/15 of 2000. So anyway, I said I would not mind having one of those in my collection again. I don't own one. It's been a long time. Let's visit an old friend, see if those loving feelings rekindle. And again, getting one the year they came out in Stag. I mean, if ever one to put, in a collection, if you're only going to have one representative of one knife, well, a 2000 inaugural year in Stag is, I couldn't pass that opportunity. So anyway, brother Aaron Williams, my buddy up there in Sandston, Virginia, put up a few knives for sale, and this was one of them, and I jumped on it. So we will stop talking about it and take it out of the box. All the little case tissue paper here, and we will say shabam. That is what it looks like. That is the show side, and we will flip around here to the pile side. And folks, I am going to tell you, this knife definitely, get this thing open, did not look like this upon arrival. And I'm going to show you, before we get it all open here and get too far into it, I'm going to show you the before pics of how this knife arrived to me, and we'll do that right now. Okay, I guess y'all now have seen what this looked like. And yeah, HT has got out the torch again and done a little toasty. And you guys can tell me what you think in the comments. I think it looks exponentially better. Before it was very faded. This the only color that was really in it at all was on the show side, and it was right here at these valleys. You can see those couple of deep valleys right there on the show side. The back side has two, if you see it right there, has two nice deep valleys, but it was really faded. I don't know if it was faded or there was just no color to it at all. Yep, let it go out. There's that. But I wasn't jamming, I wasn't jiving with it. So again, loving this thing. Everybody should get you one. I actually had a person that in my comments the other day that saw my video on the amber bone trapper that I did and I torched up, and he said, man, I've got 4 or 5 different amber bone models, and I would love to know, man, the way you're toasting them up, I would love to see how you do that, because I have 5 or 6 I'd love to try. So buddy, from your lips to God's ear, we will be doing a little if you will HT torching class, and I'll just show you how I do it. I got a knife coming in the mail now that I think would be a perfect candidate. I've already seen it. I like the knife, like the model, but I can tell it's gonna need a little HT torching, and we may just shoot a video on that. So and show you how I do it. Show, you know, from start to finish. But anywho, that is what we did. But anyway, let's get into a Russlock. Some people call this, and you can see it right there, the Woody Woodpecker knife. Do you see that? Like the head of the woodpecker and his little tassel, you know, his little mane, if you will, on old Woody Woodpecker. But I can kind of see that. But like I told you, look at this swooping, heavily sloped. It basically, from almost the ricasso here, it just starts a downward roller coaster swoop, and I think it's a pretty blade shape. I really do. But it is a liner lock, so this is a locking knife, thus the Russlock. So as you can see right there, that is the lockup on it, and you simply depress this lock and it's locked, and press it in, it's unlocked. And this is where, you know, the people love it or hate it, is this little beak, this little prong, if you will, right up here. Also pretty cool. They write tested XX on that. Can you see that right here? If my lighting will say that. Cool little feature. And there's some jimping up there. They got a little jimping up here. But anyway, if I can do it right, this is how you open. Got to get it right in my hand. That's how you open that knife. Close it up, and you take this little beak right here, and it takes a little getting used to, and you can just roll it out. Just like that. And then it just slopes out of the way. It is not a hot spot, even if you're choked up on there. This is not the way that slope comes back here. It is where it naturally falls in your hand. So if anybody, you know, wants to come at me, well, I bet that's a hot spot too. It is not. I just don't see it. I don't care what size or shape your hand is. That was very thought out, in my opinion, how that lays down, and it just naturally fits right there in that big groove of your hand. It just lays right in there comfortably. Now, open, or excuse me, closed, that sticking up, I hear you. If you can't get past that little prong, I should have, golly, I should have brought a mag lock out here. But if you keep, I mean, this don't have a pocket clip. If you run this in a slip, in my mag lock, I mean, a small mag lock, it goes right down in it. I pull out, you know, it's no problem. And I seen somebody the other day, that, they said if you don't have, you know, when you're putting it in a slip, go prong down, you know, put that thing in there like this in your slip. And, you know, then you got, I really, I can't say that, I can't give that a lot of, what's the word, credence that it won't carry good. Now, if you're dropping this in your pocket, you're not a slip guy, and that prong, now I could see that prong, you know, turning in your pocket, being maybe a little uncomfortable, or you just simply don't like it. You know, you just can't get over this prong sticking out past the top of your knife. That's just too much for you. I get it. It's different. I fall into the camp of, I kind of dig it. I do. Am I going to have a collection of 10 or 20 of these things? No. But I'm proud of this one. I'm glad this is in my collection. Thank you again, Aaron, for giving me that opportunity. And you guys know I love Stag. I've already torched her up, kind of made her my own. And I love it. I do. It like I said, it takes some getting used to. I'm not real fluid with it. Now, before, when I had it, there's just a knack to it. When I had them, you know, 10 years ago, I could just, you know, pick this knife up, hit that little thing, and boom, out I came. Well, I'm not there now. And I don't know that I ever will be. That was pre all my arthritis troubles, which have been in the last 5 to 7 years. So I don't know that I'll ever go flippity flopping this thing out like I did 10 years ago. But honestly, if you just slow roll it, you know, you just, again, I got to get it right in my hand, but there, you just slow roll that thing out, or, you know, just take it right here, two-hand it. I mean, there. Most of you on any other slip joint, you're going to be a two-hand open, so you're used to it. You can't come at me and say, well, I got to use, you know, I can't stand it, I got to use two hands. Well, don't you use two hands on a, you know, when you nail nick, you got to hold your knife and open it by the nail nick on all your other slip joints. So, you know, if you have to do this little deal right there, I don't know. I'm not trying to sell you on it. I know this ain't for everybody. And honestly, I kind of grew out of it myself. But I am tickled, however, to have one back in my collection. How is it in hand? I can, and I know to do it with my left. It shows better on camera. Look, I'm up to the finger guard, and I'm wiggling, I'm jiggling, and I'm on there. So yes, I can get a 4-finger grip on this. Honestly, this closed, just, well, forget this right here, from the top bolster to the bottom bolster, without the prong, it's about the size of a Saudi Junior or a canoe, like a 3.63, 3.6 inches. So for me, that's about my Mendoza. And as you can see, I don't have a lot of room to spare. You know, when I get nice and wiggly jiggly and comfortable, I'm on there, and I got about half of the bolster coming out. So that's about it. 3.6, 3.75 inch knife. That's about where I cut it off. Anything below that will drive me nuts, because I will be sliding off the back of it. It'll be like, you know, when it becomes a 3-finger or a 3.5 finger, that my pinky sliding off the back, I'm out. That drives me absolutely bonkers, and I can't carry a knife like that. But as you can see, pinky is completely landing, minus the band-aid. I'm a knife guy, so go figure. how that happened. But yeah, I am pretty stoked to have this back in the collection. And yeah, pretty cool. 2000 case XX Russlock full stag with the HT torching. Yep, that's what I got for you today for a little stag and a little stogie, which needs to be relit. Anywho, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get this thing relit out here and enjoy the rest of this Tutti Frutti Cherry Limeade here from IBC Root Beers. And that's how we're gonna start our Saturday. Come join us tonight, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the Shelly Show. She is going to be the inmates. The inmate has taken over the prison tonight, and I'm just going to sit back and let her fly. So it'll be a fun time. We love you. God bless. And one more thing, just thought about it. I seen something come through here on Miss Stephanie. She's texting me this morning, so I'm going to say that's a good sign. She is out of surgery. I have not read that, fully what she said. Hope to update you guys if she hasn't or if somebody else hasn't in the community. Hope to give y'all a more formal update. But the fact that she's texting me, I'm going to say, we're praying for good things there. We're looking good. So more on that tonight. I love you. I'm HT. We're out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests. It's a sight to